Konnichiwa. Genki desu ka? We have now transversed into a composite bag. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a 2004 Mizuno Techfire. Techfire. Blur. Not the advanced blur, but the blur. The launch surface technology. Believe it or not, that is actually a legitimate thing. This handle, if you run your fingers across, this is the model MZC7. You can still find these, and I cannot find a single person on YouTube that uses one of these. I do, though. It's on mine. If you run your fingers down, smooth, 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 smooth. Rough, 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 rough. There's some sort of texture that they put on the barrel, and I guess it's supposed to design so when the ball hits it, it gets a unique spin to it. I already have a problem with unique spin because of the way I swing, which is actually pretty terrible for slow pitch standards. But it works. I'm lucky enough that I have good hand-eye coordination. I can make good contact, but I'm an opposite field hitter, so okay, hold on. So let's say you're the pitcher. You're looking at me being the pitcher. So I'm pitching to myself. When I hit, okay, yeah, you're the pitcher. You're the pitcher. It's coming to me, and when I hit, it goes. Nope, it goes. Yeah. Yeah, it spins this way. That's really awkward. That's why I don't like trying to do that stuff with the camera. But I get a lot of spin, which means a lot of my in the parkers end up being ground rule doubles because they spin out of play. I can't use these in my league though because this is a 27 ounce 34 inch 2 1/4 inch diameter barrel. It is U-Trip 120 BPF certified, so in theory I should be allowed to use this in my league, but because of the capitalist American nature of capitalist America, I have to have that stamp, the thumbprint stamp. That thumbprint stamp. Even though this thing is certified for U-Trip, it's pretty ridiculous. This does have, however, the ASA stamp, the 2004 one, the ISF stamp, and that is it. This is only a 3-stamp bat. I don't think it's end loaded. I think it's balanced. It's a little bit heavier of a 27 than some of the other, like the next bat I'm going to do, which is my Techfire. That's what I'm doing right now. My Tri-Shell, I think this one's got a little bit more end weight. So, price, I think I paid $40 for this, which is not too, I guess that's not too bad considering it's a composite bat. I bought this and my other Mizuno used, and they were not as used as I thought they were going to be. I was worried that they were going to have cracks in them and they were going to be on their last leg. I personally don't think these bats were used very much, because this one in particular, for being a full composite single piece bat, it does not have a lot of pop, and I've heard that these take a long time to break in, to open up. But when they do, they're worth it, but then they don't last long afterwards. I don't know. I mean, the composite on this feels so thick. And remember, this is 2004 when this one was made. So this is still, back when I think composite was first starting to get really, really big. That's 13 years ago. So this feels like really thick wall composite. So I don't know. I think this bat, when used by someone that takes care of it, is going to last a long time. I think it's kind of cool that it still has the old school flat end cap instead of the kind of hollowed in one. So distance wise, I've thought I cranked a couple good ones, and I didn't. But again, I don't think this is broken in, so I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it doesn't have pop. because it's a composite bat. It should have a little bit of pop. I will say though that the feel on it, right now, not being broken in, it feels more like an aluminum bat than the next bat I'm going to review. So I don't like how little trampoline effect it has. But again, I think it needs to open up. And they said it takes quite a bit of time for it to open up. But there is definitely a lot of stiff resistance to it. What sucks is, and if you watch some of our first live game at bats, the recording device that we used for the majority of them was an iPhone 7, and the sound that came off the iPhone 7 is a lot better than the camera I'm using for a lot of the BP sessions. So unfortunately, like this with the sound, it's hard for me to really truly gauge what I think the natural pure sound is, because I think it's muffled a bit in that camera. And obviously I haven't hit with this because I can't use this in my league. But I mean, it sounds like your typical aluminum. Your typical composite bat. But the sounds change as the bats tend to open up. So I can't say for sure how awesome this is going to sound until I can finally break it open. And I need to start hitting more with this one, because I think my other Mizuno, which I'm going to do in my last review, is starting to open up a bit. No rattle. No rattle. Considering the price and considering how robust I think it feels, if you don't ever play ASA and you can get your hand on one of these for cheap, I think these are a really good BP bat if you want a composite BP bat that you don't mind if it gets banged up. I mean, technically they are a piece of history considering how old they are. I mean, this is an old bat by bat standards. But if you do play ASA and you're looking for something, at least as of right now, considering the way it's at, I think this is a good contact hitter's bat. Just ripping singles. I don't think this is a good home run hitter's bat, but as it opens up, we'll see. Maybe it's got more pop into it than I think. But I will say that launch surface technology they're talking about gets a lot of spin, and like I said, I already put a lot of spin on it. You get a lot of spin off of it. You can feel it too. I mean, it's really grippy. So when you hit that ball, you can feel the textile resistance to it. So it's pretty neat little technology. I'm sure it's more in my head than anything. But for the price, if you're playing ASA and you want a bat, a nice ASA bat for cheap, I think these are okay. Again, I'll do another review if it does open up. But as of right now, it doesn't have a lot of pop for a composite bat. It's more of a singles hitter style bat. But it's Mizuno, and I always trust Mizuno with pretty much everything. But yeah, this is the Mizuno Techfire Blur 34-inch, 27 ounce. And now we'll do in the next one, the most awesome aluminum bat I've ever seen. So stay tuned. Unless you watched that one previously, in which case that doesn't make much sense. So, whatever! Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys soon.